everyone, Carl Zamora here, and this is my review for Transformers Dark of the Moon, the video game. Alright, so the story takes place about 3 years after the events of Transformers 2, I believe. And it's basically just, once again, the Autobots have to stop the Decepticons' plans, which in this one is unfreezing a long-lost Decepticon assassin. Now, the story was pretty good. It was your typical Transformers story. But my only problem with it was I found it a little too short. The story mode only lasts you about 5 to 6 hours, depending on which level of difficulty you play it on. But it really is only 7 chapters. I personally would have liked it if they had put a little more into the story mode, but that's just me. So moving on to the gameplay of this game. The gameplay was fine. It was fun seeing all the new weapons and abilities of each character. And like any other Transformers game, you get to switch between the Autobots and the Decepticons. But the gameplay did get kind of boring after a while, because there were really only 3 different classes of enemies that they would throw at you, whether they be Autobots or Decepticons. So it did start to drag a little at the end. And the gameplay did get harder towards the end, but that's expected. All in all, the gameplay was fine. It just got a little repetitive at the end. Now, the level design and graphics of this game were really good in my opinion. They really made it seem as if you were a giant in this world that they created, and it added to the effect. The only real problem I had with some of the chapters were that you get into a certain area and the screen would freeze, or it'd say loading, and it would take a while, and that got really annoying. It did start to drag down towards the end, but when it did happen, it was really annoying. Most of the famous characters are back in this game, like Optimus Prime, Megatron, Ironhide, Starscream, and even a couple of new ones. And like I said, it was fun to play as the different characters, but for only 7 chapters, there were only 7 different characters in this game. And the game really could have used more. Now, the multiplayer in this game is good and fun, but really only fun if you like the campaign or story mode. If you didn't like it, it's basically just the story mode, but with more people and completely different objectives. Now, to be honest, I didn't play all that much of multiplayer, but for the parts that I did play, it was fun playing the different types of game modes, being able to customize your own Transformer and selecting from 4 different types of them. But the map designs are kind of small, and it really could use more people in one match. But like I said, if you like the story mode, you'll probably like multiplayer. My final rating for this game is a 3.9 out of 5. Because of the great graphics, creative story, and fun multiplayer. But like I said, the story mode was too short, and a lot of the gameplay got really repetitive. That's it for this review. Thanks for watching, and be sure to comment below.